Welcome to Not a Roofer's Podcast, where we discuss roofing
without all the jargon. I'm Brianna.
And I'm Charity.
And this is today's episode. Hello and welcome back to Not a Roofer's Podcast. Today we are so excited. We have a guest with us and we'll let her introduce herself.
I'm Heather Rink. I am with Tremco Roofing and Waterproofing Technologies.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you today. We'll just go back and forth. Charity and I will ask questions and we'll go from there. So,
yeah. All right. Well, what is Tremco?
So Tremco Roofing is a material manufacturer for roofing products and just construction products for the whole building envelope. So Tremco has been around since about 1928. Corporate office is located in Beechwood, Ohio. That's just outside of Cleveland. And we have different hubs across the country right now, and all part of the construction products group of Tremco. So right now we're the industry's only provider of comprehensive systems and services for all six sides of the building. So underneath that umbrella of the Tremco Roofing is Weatherproofing Technologies, which is the service division. So that's where we do all of the roof replacements, restorations, repairs, and that's who I work for, is Weatherproofing Technologies.
Oh, that's awesome. They do a lot.
Yes, yeah. We have over 500 field technicians across the country and a couple hundred subcontractors that do work for us as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's really big.
Great company.
In my head, I'm like, that's bigger than the high school I went to.
I hear you. I'm right there with you.
So, how long have you been with Tremco, and then how long have you been part of the construction industry?
So it's both the same. I've been with Tremco and in the construction industry for 16 years now. Started as a data entry person with our roof inspections back 16 years ago, and I've kind of just worked my way around the company, learning the different services that we provide, and am now in the managed assets program, just managing large corporate accounts across the country, like providing the day-to-day support for those different customers that we have.
Cool. It sounds like you've done a lot. So is there a specific job that you've had in the last 16 years that's your favorite?
This is my favorite. Where I'm at right now is one of my favorites because I like to solve problems. So I'm a problem solver. I like to fix things. And when you're dealing with large corporate accounts, there's always something. There's always something going on, something wrong, something that needs to be fixed. And it's figuring out what we can do to help service that customer. And that's what I like. It's something different every single day, and learning. I would say maybe my second best or my second favorite was really when I started out doing data entry. I learned about the roofing industry by seeing photos and seeing all the repairs that were being done, and just really diving in and just really learning the ins and outs of roofing just from photos and being up on roofs every so often. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I feel that is, I'm starting with marketing and I'm up on the roofs and getting pictures and talking about it on social media, and that's how I've learned. So.
I find that funny because I haven't been on a single roof in years. I was trying to get up on one today, but I had the interview to do instead. Is there any part of your job specifically that you find you have to explain most often to others, or is it pretty self-explanatory?
It is a little bit, but you were just saying how you don't get up on roofs very often. I say I work for a roofing company, but I can tell you probably, a couple handfuls of times I've been up on a roof. So in the 16 years, maybe, let's just say 15 times I've been up on a roof. So just because you work for a roofing company doesn't mean that you necessarily are up on the roofs, but you are you're supporting. What I do is I support the people who are on the roofs, making sure they have everything they need in order to do their job.
Is there a part of the roofing industry that you think is important that people know about?
The biggest thing that I see just on a day-to-day basis is that roof maintenance is so important. I've seen so many roofs that have been installed just for a few years, but then they don't. The customer doesn't take care of it. They don't clean the drains. They don't replace the sealant around different penetrations. And within 10 years of a brand new roof being installed, you're already looking at replacing it or having to restore it because they just haven't taken care of it. It happens so often. That's the biggest thing. It's just cleaning the drains and doing that maintenance on a yearly basis. I'm sure you guys see it too.
We love when our guests tell others that they need to do maintenance because we preach on it every single episode. And so it's nice when other people say that as well.
It's crazy because that's what we're dealing with every single day. Is just people not taking care of the roofs that they have, and then we're going to have to replace it or restore it, and they could have saved so much money if they would have just spent a day worth of doing repairs on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, in a lot of our previous episodes, it's an ongoing joke of how many times we talk about maintenance. So that's why I say we really like when our guests are like, yeah, maintenance is so important.
Absolutely. It's so important.
What is your experience being a female in a predominantly male-dominated industry?
I'd say it's changed a lot over like the past 10, 15 years. Back when I first started, it was like the good old boys club, where, you'd see the guy sitting there drinking scotch in his office, whatever type of feeling. But more so now, you have such like a family oriented, industry where, the biggest thing is getting each of the roofers and each person home to their family every night. So like leading with safety, leading with family. I've seen that become such a huge important aspect of our industry. And I've seen a lot more women coming into the roofing industry too. So I think that's helped. It's helped, I guess, normalize families, normalize the fact that each of these roofers has a family and they're human beings, right? I think that helps.
Yeah, Charity, you've been in this industry now for what?
2 years.
2 years?
I had to earn my place, but I do payroll, so the guys just automatically love me because if they don't get paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this May will be my first year being in the roofing industry, so yeah, definitely seeing the having to prove myself, particularly because, to be fair, roofers don't always realize that marketing is important to them as well. So, yeah, interesting. So we've talked about specific questions to the roofing industry, but we like to throw in one that's kind of just fun. So if you were to start a podcast based on your interests, what would it be about, and what would the title be?
So I like to try to fix things myself. I don't like to have to, call a contractor to come do it for me or whatever. If your dryer's broken, you like to fix it. So I would probably call it how to fix things or, DIY with an actual YouTube video. Because anytime something's broken in my house, I just look it up on YouTube and then see if I can try to fix it myself. And um, it's just the way I am. And then when it breaks, even more, I'll just call somebody else. But I always like to try to fix it myself and figure it out.
I like it. Charity, weren't you saying a couple weeks ago, it's like, it would only be $100 to call someone to fix this, but I can do it myself for $250. I'm going to choose that.
No. It was I could buy this for $16, but I'm instead going to make it for $250. Is there anything else you would like to add?
I don't think so. Unless you guys have anything, I don't. I'm not one of many words. So
that's okay. We just like to add it in just in case there's something we missed or anything that people are like, I really think people should know this. So, how can people find you or find Tremco?
So they can visit our website, tremcocpg.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We also have a YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. It shows some of our products and services, and there's a channel called Contractor Corner by Corey, and he just gives you some tips and tricks on how to fix certain things on roofs, and it's pretty fun to see.
Oh, perfect. I'll make sure to link all of those for the listeners below. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope it
Thank
wasn't
you
too
guys.
scary.
No, I appreciate you guys reaching out and taking the time to talk to me. So thank you so much.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. If you've been loving what you're hearing, make sure to press the subscribe button so you get notified anytime we post a new episode. Episodes come out on Monday and Fridays. Please feel free to share this podcast with a friend. We'd love everybody to be able to join us and learn more about the roofing industry as we go along on this journey. If you don't already, follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. I will put all of our information down in the show notes below. Feel free to contact us with any questions or any roofing ideas that you would love for us to talk about. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you next time.